What's up, Rosebuds? Welcome back. It's Wilted Roses Wednesday, and somebody has been out there thriving, right? Some of us, we've been thriving, and others of us, we're not going to say any names, or actually, I am. Some of their roses is dead, honey. Okay, so tonight I have three completely different levels of wilting. Okay, first we have this dude named Austin McBroom. Okay, he's apparently running around dressed like Spider-Man. Nobody asked him to do this, but he took it upon himself to go out in the busy streets of life and rock a Spider-Man outfit from head to toe. Okay. But when I tell y'all this story is crazy, um, the story itself is not about the costume. It's what happened while he was on the street in the costume. And just imagine, it's a form-fitting costume on a male, so there are some protruding pieces, right? Um, so we're gonna say that a young lady came out of nowhere and basically casted a web upon his private area. Okay. And the internet has been talking about this for days, apparently. So we're going to talk about it. Basically, like, did she violate him? You know, and she is saying that she didn't violate him. He actually paid her to cast that web upon his private parts. Okay. She said she was like, basically, she was paid for his content, to be a part of his content. So we're going to just, we're asking the questions like, was this dude violated, or did he just stage some kind of skit and the skit has just gone too far? Okay. Then the other story that I want to talk about today is that lady that was, I believe she was a Mormon, one of the Mormon housewives. Remember, she had that like crazy altercation with her boyfriend or husband, rather her husband. They were fighting. He was recording it. She was like beating him up. Her name, her name is Taylor Frankie Paul. Uh, yeah. So now we're moving away from that. She has gotten, since that incident in 2023, she has had like court appointed visits with her kid, and they just lifted that court order against her, so now she can see her kid regularly without like the court being involved. But she's back in the news again, kind of like, woe is me. She says she's cleaned her life up. Anyway, we're going to talk about that story too. She's kind of wilty. And like I said, she was a housewife. So maybe I'll show you the video. So they had bad issues. He ended up divorcing her. And now in 2026, she's like finally being able to see her kid. But it's like anytime something goes out in her life, she makes it a public spectacle. And just last night on Jeff's podcast, or on Ask a Brother's podcast, we were talking about putting too much of our personal relationship business on the internet. So my question when we review that today will be, when does family dysfunction stop being entertainment? Like, everything can't be about content. And then we're going to talk about Massachusetts, okay? Because something big just happened in Massachusetts with the baby deletion law. And this previous, anyway, we're going to talk about baby deletions at the end. And you guys are going to be shocked and appalled at them signing this proposed new law in at the amount of women that were standing around the table, smiling, very proud that you would be able to do something wholly egregious, in my opinion. Okay. Being able to delete a baby up until 40 weeks is basically what they're proposing. That there is no, like, usually there's like weeks, they say like 25 weeks, 16 weeks, 18 weeks, like, no, this is 40 weeks of pregnancy. They're saying that a mother would go through 40 weeks of pregnancy and she would be able to delete that baby. So that is what they signed into Congress, or that is what the bill they're proposing for the state of Massachusetts, that abortion can go beyond 24 weeks. And I just, like, I don't know, should abortion have a limit? Do we want to put a limit on it, or are we okay with it being past 24 weeks up until 40 weeks? Like, are we okay with this? I mean, after a certain while, the baby is kicking, the baby is moving, the baby is like alerting you to, hearing and feeling and understanding what's going on in the atmosphere around your belly. So I don't know. So out of all of those stories at the end of today, I want to know, who is wilting? Who do y'all feel is wilting the most out of these 3 stories? Okay. So I see that we have people in the chat. What's up, Kennard? What's up, the Genius CEO? It's good to see you. Hey, sir. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. The Genius CEO says, sun's out, buns out. Listen, I am tired. Okay. I have been working every day. Okay. At the main job, on my second job here on YouTube, I've been like really working hard for the money, every night and day. Okay. Literally. But CEO, thank you so much for kicking off my super chats. I have a drop for you. Here it goes. What's up, Batman? It's good to see you, sir. Thank you so much for coming by to visit me today. It's good to see you. Very cool. Very cool what you did earlier. I won't say anything, but very cool, very cool. What's up, everyone? What's up, Willing? It's good to see you. What's up, that one Serb? That one Serb. What's up to you? Hello, hello, hello. Sandra, it's good to see you. How are you today? How are you, girl? It's so good to see you. Yeah. I mean, come on, girl. I mean, I know. I'm right there with you. I feel you. It should be, but they, like, when you see this photo, I don't know if you saw the photo. When you see this photo, you're going to be like, all of these women look psycho. Look, in my opinion, they look psycho. Not that they are. I don't know if they are. I don't know if they were paid to sit around that table and take that god awful picture for the press, but it was a bad look. I would hate to be in that photo. I feel like that photo is going to come back to bite a lot of them in the butt, especially if they're doctors. But yeah, anyway, we'll get to that. That will be the last story for today. Thanks for being here. And then Omni Designs, thank you so much for your $20 super chat. What is up for you? What is up? I got a drop for you. The Omni Design Studios 4966 says these demons are trying to cultivate fetus DNA. This is demonic. I mean, why on God's earth would anybody feel like this is okay to even suggest? I kind of like, it's like, like those conspiracy theories. It's like, is it a conspiracy if they're doing stuff like this? I mean, it just seems pretty obvious that this is kind of like the previous person in the chat just said. I mean, if the baby can live outside of the mother's womb, and you're going to delete, that should be considered homicide. So I agree with that. I mean, who else would be that depraved to even say that this is something that needs to be happening? So I feel you on that, Omni Designs, wholeheartedly. What's up, The Dark Blade 118? It's good to see you. Lee Turner, thank you for my jewels. Thank you. I got gold coins from Lee Turner. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. You guys, yes, please hit the like button for me. Please hit the like button for me. Yeah, I agree that they shouldn't be mothers, but since they shouldn't be mothers, they should be proactive in their contraceptive use. Like, you need to be using contraception. You can't just be out here willy-nilly, getting pregnant and deleting. Like, that deletion is not a form of birth control. So that's not cool. Do what you're supposed to do. Wear a condom, get on birth control, period. I'm sorry. That is what I'm advocating for. It's my personal belief and opinion, nobody else's. But if you're going to be out here having sex, you need to be protecting yourself against pregnancy, not just STDs, period. Being a mother is a privilege. Okay. So thank you so much, Pooh Man, for being here and dropping my Cash App. And the Genius CEO, thank you so much for sending me my Cash App yesterday when I was on Jeff's podcast. I appreciate you. That was very nice of you. Yes, and please, come to my Discord. Come to my Discord. And my second channel, Power and Petals with Raquel. I got some books on the economy and I'm reading them, and I don't want to start doing episodes without being able to thoughtfully speak on what we're talking about. So give me a minute. I'll be pumping out content on that channel soon. Yes, Lee Turner, protect your seed. Collective, can men get pregnant? No, they cannot. They cannot. Thank you, Pooh Man. What's up, Red Lipstick Vibes? It's good to see you. At the conclusion of tonight's show, I will be redirecting everyone to Red Lipstick Vibes. She'll be going live at about 8:15 tonight. If you are not subscribed to her channel, please subscribe to her. If someone in the chat could please drop Red Lipstick Vibes link to her channel so y'all can subscribe to her. Okay, please. Not men get pregnant. No. No. Okay, collective intuition. No starting fires and then hiding your hands in the garden. Okay. And what's up, cases and cams? Okay, so it's good to see all of you all. Okay, let's give a round of applause for everybody that's in the building. I love that you guys are here. Yeah. I love that you guys are here. Okay, so let's get started. Thank you so much for my super chats, all of the like, because you liked it, right? You liked my video. Thank you very much. And subscribe to the channel. Guess what, you guys, before we get started, guess what? Guess what? I am 90 subscribers away from 4K subscribers. Can you believe it? Oh my God. Oh my God. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it. I am on the road to 4K. I'm so proud of myself. Okay. It is quite a feat to be here on YouTube. And every day it's a learning experience. And I appreciate you guys coming on this bumpy journey with me. Okay. Okay. All right. So here we go. I am about to share the first story. Well, what do we want to talk about first? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Let me see. Okay, we're gonna talk about the Austin McBroom guy. So let me find Brandy. I think her name was Brandy Blur. Okay, yeah, because the video is on this article. So I'm gonna show you guys this article here. Let's see. Winston, stop. No, no, no. Absolutely not, Winston. Absolutely not. Stop. Okay. All right, y'all. So this is the article here. All right. Now, I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all what this fool was doing. I'm going to show you what this fool was doing. Hold on. Let me move this back so we can. Okay. I'm going to show you what this fool was doing because he was walking down the street in a Spider-Man suit. All right. I'm going to show you the video of what happened, and then we're going to read the article so we can see what the young lady said in response to his accusation in this video. Okay. So here we go.
Wow. Kids are freaking so amazing.
Hey, Spider-Man.
Hey, how?
Oh, it's big.
What the fuck was that? You're fucking with me, right? You guys knew her? What?
Okay, so you guys saw what happened, right? Now, you see him standing there. She walks into the camera shot. She touches him inappropriately. She looks into the camera and she says, "Wow, it's so big." Okay. And then walks off. And then the guys that is recording and the guy who got touched are talking to each other like, "Did you see that? OMG." He's acting very violated, like he didn't know that was going to happen. Okay. So in this article, it says, Burr says she was paid. Burr has since offered a dramatically different version of the encounter, claiming that it was not a random act on Hollywood Boulevard, but a skit arranged through McBroom's team. She alleges that she was paid, I guess this is, it says 224, I think that's euros. I think that is, or British or Scottish. I don't know. $300 to participate, a claim that has not been independently established. Okay. So they don't really know if she's telling the truth or not, but this is what she's alleging because she's like, "Oh, heck no, you're not just about to be out here making me look like I'm somebody that SA'd you." Okay. The alleged payment is central to Burr's account because she says she she understood she was taking part in content rather than agreeing to be presented publicly as a genuine sexual predator. She also claimed that another $1,000 was later offered to remove posts in which she said the encounter had been staged, although the claim also remains unverified. So it says the viral clip changed Burr's image. Once the footage began circulating, Burr says the online reaction became far more serious than she expected, with people allegedly identifying her and branding her as a predator. She claims her personal information was exposed and that she she received threatening messages, including death threats, after viewers believed the encounter was real. That alleged backlash is now a major part of her story because Burr says she was left carrying the consequences of a moment she believed had been created for entertainment. Her complaint is not simply about the alleged payment, but about being publicly cast as an attacker after the clip reached a much wider audience. Okay, so this is a girl who has been like very, like look at her, she's kind of sexual. So she has a bit of clout for being a little bit risque, So maybe these guys saw her online persona, thought if we ask this girl to do this thing, she's definitely going to say yes. She said yes. Now, did the people who set up the skit tell the guy who is playing Batman? I don't know. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. If they didn't, that's messed up, But if she thought she was doing this as a skit for entertainment, then I don't think it's right to cast her as a predator, but I would say, you get what you ask for. You're already doing risque. Like you once you do something that's so risque out in the public, like it's always going to be a mixed bag of nuts. Like more people can like it than not like it, but in other cases, more people can dislike it than like it. So you're really playing with fire, and then could be something that can haunt you for the rest of your life. I'm never going to be caught on camera grabbing some man's private parts. Like, it's just not a good look. For entertainment, hell no, don't reach out to me for that. You want me to go shopping for home goods? Yes. Gardening supplies? Put me down for it. You want to go eat sushi? I'm there. Okay. But am I going to be grabbing Superman's nuts in the middle of the street? Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? No. And for $300? Get out of here. No, that's inappropriate. No. I'm sorry, Spider-Man. I'm sorry. I said Batman. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I watched the Spider-Man movie and I was completely disgusted with it, but I won't even go there. I won't even go there. I won't even go there. This is not for rage bait. I'm not trying to rage bait y'all, but I did not like that movie. Okay. All right. But anyway, this is her. She's a cutie, she's a cutie. I mean, still doesn't make what is going on weird or messed up. Okay. So before Burr came forward, viewers were already questioning whether McBroom's encounter had been genuine or deliberately created for viral content. I mean, remember, did you see in the beginning when she grabbed him, she looks back at the camera like she knows it's there, like she knows they're filming. Now, was she just an onlooker who noticed the production going around, or was she called to work on the set? That's a fair question. Some social media users pointed to the unusual circumstances of the live stream, while others argued that his shocked reaction appeared too spontaneous to suggest he knew what was coming. Burr's allegations have added a completely different dimension, but they do not independently prove that the footage was staged or that McBroom knew about the plan. For now, the strongest evidence available publicly comes from Burr's own account, and the material she says supports her version of events. McBroom's original response is particularly important because he described the contact as a genuine violation and called it a crime in the footage. That reaction helped drive the conversation around consent and double standards, particularly among viewers who argued that men should receive the same protection from unwanted sexual touching as women. Okay? I agree. And I'm proud that people are out here advocating for men like this, because if it wasn't wanted, then it's clearly a violation and she should be dragged for it, just like we would be dragging a man. So I agree with this, and I'm very proud of everybody who has complained about this. Burr's version now creates an uncomfortable contradiction, as the woman accused of the act says she was participating in a planned skit, while McBroom appeared to his audience to be genuinely shocked. There has not yet been a detailed public explanation from McBroom addressing all of Burr's allegations, including the claimed payment arrangements. So, is this the dude right here in the Spider-Man outfit? This was him? This was old dude? This is Spidey? In the pink, for what is this, a pink Lambo? Or, oh, I hate when they do that. I hate when they do that. Okay, all right. Well, this is him. This is Spidey. All right, good to see you, Spidey. All right, so the controversy has therefore moved far beyond the original few seconds of footage, with McBroom's account and Burr's account presenting two sharply different versions of the same encounter. What do you guys think? Oh, it's a Lambo? Okay, a Lambo. The car was cute, but why the pink car and the purse? It's just too much, Zyrax. It's good to see you. Yeah, it was a pink car. It was a pink car. You want me to go back so we can see it again? It's right there, but I mean, it's really cute. I mean, why is it on the grass? Well, maybe that's turf, but very nice. Very nice. But for a girl, for me and you, Zyrax. Anyway, so what do y'all think? Put a 1 in the chat if you think this was a prank. Put a 2 in the chat, or you think this is a skit. I'm sorry. Put a 1 in the chat if you think this was a skit. Put a 2 in the chat if you think that this man didn't know that this was happening and that he was clearly violated. Okay, I'm just interested in knowing what you guys think about this so far. Let's see. For now, Burr's claims should be treated as allegations rather than established facts, and there is no confirmed public finding that the encounter was staged. What is clear is that a bizarre Spider-Man live stream has become a much bigger story about consent, viral content, and real-world consequences that can follow when the line between performance and reality becomes difficult for audiences to see. Wow. So this one hit home on several different reasons. One, because I create content, right? So it's we have to be mindful and responsible with what we're up here saying about each other and what we're doing, right? So, that she was not convicted of anything, but the internet is convicted. The court of public opinion is convicting her ass for being a predator, and she doesn't like it. And she's like, whoa, hold up. These guys paid me. I don't know. It's a conundrum. You know, I feel like until this guy comes out with some words of his own, like, hey, stop dragging her, it was a skit, it's just going to be a big fat question mark. So it's good to see you, Nino. How are you today? It's a big fat question mark. So I don't know. I don't know. Thank you so much to Brother Noomsy for my flower, my 30 jewels. I appreciate you so much. Thank you to Lady Zyrax for my floating heart. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sister. I appreciate you so much. Okay. And what's up, Nino? It's good to see you. How are you? Are you watching me? I'm watching you too. Anyway, okay. So it's good to see you guys. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you so much. All right, y'all. So yeah, that was kind of, so I don't know. I wanted to play it again, but let's see.
Okay, guys, I'm coming at you with the receipts of what really happened because people want to say that I'm lying and that it's AI when it's clearly not. I cannot even believe I'm making this video right now. I do not want to. I hate drama like this. This is not something I agreed to do when asked to do this skit. I had no idea that this was going to happen and that the other party was not going to defend me, and they only care about views and they're basically profiting off of my expense. And yeah, it's just not right, and I'm being heavily taken advantage of. And yeah, so here we go. Let's go with my side of the story, shall we? I know that I need to clear my name because this is not right. Comments telling me to myself every day. My number's leaked. I'm getting phone calls. This is honestly awful. And I've expressed to the other party of what's happening, and they just told me to sweep it under the rug and not say anything, and it will blow over. I'm sick of these men trying to take advantage of us women, especially on streams. I'm recording from my Instagram, obviously, because my Instagram phone is this phone. Whatever, I have two phones, okay? So this guy, Darko, he is Austin's manager, okay? I've known him in the past, whatever. I don't really know him that well. So he basically DM'd me randomly. And I've been seeing Austin around LA a few times. I've seen him at multiple parties, whatever. Say hi, bye, whatever. I've known him forever. So I'm not close with him really by any means, but whatever. We know each other. So this guy, Darko, look at, he follows me, he follows Austin, whatever. Follows me on Tuesday at 5:18 a.m. If you know, Austin was live that Tuesday. Okay, so it's adding up with the timeline. Are you busy today? I'm on my way back to the beach. I was with my friend. Austin needs a girl to come on stream today for a paid opportunity. I'm with. Also, can I tell you one of the clips he wants to get with you? If you're cool with it, cool. What is it? Basically, he's going to be wearing a Spider-Man costume, going to have a cup under, and he wants you to jokingly grab it and be like, "What the fuck is that?" It's just on stream, so nothing crazy, just for the clip. I'm like laughing my ass off, all right, whatever, you know. And I'll put you in a group chat with his assistant, $300. Okay, I'm already in the area, so I'm like, sure, why not? And I've been wanting to collab with like other streamers and stuff. Like, why not? I've been collabing with Dean, AB, like a bunch of big streamers. I've been on a bunch of big.
And so she's reading the text messages allegedly from this guy's alleged manager.
Streams. So I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, why not? I haven't been on Austin's yet. Like, might as well. Okay, here we go. Tuesday at 5:54 p.m. This is my phone, okay? This is Darko and Austin's manager. Brandy, this is Ray. He'll coordinate with you. Hey, Brandy, are you able to come to Hollywood sometime between 6:30 and 7:45? Whatever. I gave them my cash app. This is where it is. I'm outside. What do you want me to say? 7:31 p.m. God. Not AI. Grab it and say it's big. And then I did it really quickly because it was very nerve-wracking. And I said, should we do it again or no? I feel like I fucked up because I'm thinking they just want to do it for a clip anyways. Like, who cares if everyone knows it's a skit? He just wants the clip, okay? I didn't know that he was like really trying to run with this narrative that I'm just some random bitch on Hollywood Boulevard that's going to run up and sexually assault him. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know. So I'm like, do you want me to do it again? Like, he. Like, I'm thinking like, okay, everyone's going to know that this is a skit besides like the people that are going to post this online for clips, because streaming is all about clipping and getting that viral moment. That's why I said in one of the comments, you guys don't understand streaming culture, because streaming culture is like all fake. It's all for views and clips. So that's what I meant. I do not condone SA. I do not think that that's right. I'm not saying that this was a good idea at all. Like, looking back.
I mean, listen, like this is where I just can't get with it, because if you know social media, then you knew the risks of doing that either way, whether it was grabbing it and saying whatever, it was bound to get some backlash, and you were cool with it. You said, whatever, this is how you want to work with other content creators, by grabbing their junk. You think that's the best way to go about it? I don't know. I think I mean, that in itself is a reason why it's not working out for you, because you shouldn't be leading with private parts. Like, that's not even something I want associated with my brand. I would never sign up to do something like that. That's weird. Like, I just don't understand, like why that was just like, y'all don't want me to do something else? Like, we can't play patty cake. You don't want me to jump rope. Let's eat some real hot wings, or let's see how many hot dogs we can eat. It's so many weird, cool things we could do online together that are appropriate, that would probably garner the same amount of attention, because she's a pretty girl. Like, you want to rub ketchup and mustard all over me? Like a hamburger? Like a hamburger? Oh my God, that is so funny, y'all. The Genius CEO, she was willing to grab that handful like she was at Five Guys. I know, completely inappropriate and out of control. What's wrong with her? I can't. Okay, but let's finish.
I'm like, oh my God, this was so stupid. But he should have known that. He's a grown, able-bodied man with a fan base. I'm new to this type of shit. Like, I'm just like, okay, like, he should know. He's been on the internet for so long. He should know the boundaries. And he knew probably that I was going to get canceled, but he wanted to go viral. So he used me to go viral at my own expense. Like, he said, no, you're good. Perfect. I said, okay, does he want anything else? They said, no, you're good. Okay, we're about to end. So obviously the clips start going viral. He paid for the World Star ad. When I first saw the World Star ad, I was like, this is so dumb. This isn't going anywhere. But, people picked up on it because, SA is a very touchy topic. And me, I'm not really thinking anything of it because I know I didn't do it, Like, I'm like, I didn't SA him. I didn't know that he was going to double down on streams. He went on DDD stream and Oblivion stream and tried to say that it was real and that he was violated. I also wasn't really watching the stream as it was happening, so I didn't know the things that he was saying when I walked away. Okay. So I'm just thinking like, yeah, whatever. And I went home. So I'm blind to how he's portraying the situation, if that makes sense. I have no idea. Then I start getting the hate comments and I'm getting all this stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. So naturally, I text the Dargo guy and I'm like, hey, I'm getting a lot of hate right now. Like, what should we do about this? Like, what is Austin going to do to make this right? Because I'm thinking me and him are going to continue to do content. So, like, how are we going to make this right? The coming Saturday, yes. He has a party on Saturday. I was, like, on the list for it. Obviously, I'm not going to go because I don't really feel safe going to his party. God forbid there's any fans or anything, or how he's going to spin it on stream at his party. He could spin something and say that I snuck in and to keep the narrative going and make me look worse. I don't feel safe going to the party, so I will not be attending the party. I said, OMG, I woke up to thousands of hate comments calling me a predator on my TikTok and IG. He goes, people online will run with anything. It will pass. People are weirdos. He asked if you could delete the post about it being a skit because I posted on a reel saying this was a scripted comedy skit performed with everyone's consent. Please don't mistake it for a real event. So here's the story of me saying it's fake and it's a skit. I said, for everyone new here commenting all these awful things on my photos, it was a skit. It was also not my idea. Please stop harassing me. Thank you. Austin saw that post in like 10 minutes. I didn't even have it up for very long, and he was one of the people to view it. So, oh, you don't know me? And then he's texting his manager telling me to take it down. So he calls me and tells me that he will pay me $1,000 to remove it, that it's a skit. But I didn't put two and two together. Like, I thought that they wanted me to remove it because he said, Darko guy said, oh, we want you to remove it, that it was a skit because Austin just wants to keep the viral moment going, like blah, blah, blah. No, that's not what it was. They wanted me to remove it because then that means that Austin is condoning and that this was his idea and this is his skit. And he doesn't want that. He doesn't want to get canceled. He wants me to get canceled, but yet him still get the viral moment in the clout. But I'm thinking in my head, oh, he just wants the viral moment. Okay, like, yeah, I get it. Like,
you guys, like, I don't know. It just seems kind of like, I don't know. It just seems kind of like contrived. Like at some point, parties knew that this was going to happen. Now, I don't know if Austin knew, but his manager, Darko, allegedly knew.
Like, we're gonna end up doing more content together, blah, 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 blah. And that's what they kept saying to me to shut me up. So I'm like, okay. So I delete the story of me saying it was a skit and all the comments. And then I started trolling in the comments because I'm like, all right, whatever, I'll just troll, blah, 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 blah. And then it like dawned on me, like, no, this is actually very serious. Like, hello, like I need to get it together. This is very serious. And these comments are very serious and it's not going to stop. And
You see, young ladies, you see, it is actually very serious. You see, something that she thought was just playful and funny and lighthearted turned into a big freaking mess. And now everybody and their mama is coming at her with hellfire. Okay.
he's trying to save his own ass right now at my expense. So I'm like, oh my God. And then I ended up seeing that he was going on these streams, doubling down, saying that it was real. So obviously now I'm mad. Like I wouldn't even have accepted that $1,000. Like I thought it was just to delete the story. Why did he double down? He said you violated, not SA'd or anything. He's making it a point that it was Hollywood Boulevard shit. It's just because it's hot right now. Give it a couple more days and you'll be good. If it's not quiet down a few days after the party, he'll help you figure it out. I said, how are we supposed to do content together when he's running with this narrative? Like, hello, how are we I'm going to show up and I'm going to be the girl that SA'd
You
him and
still
like,
expect him to do
That's not what- no,
content?
he has no intention.
I would not want to do content with somebody that's letting me get dragged for SA. You still trying to do it's like, what don't you understand? Like, he doesn't respect you. He's letting you go down in the fire in the pits of hell. Like, and you're still trying to do content with him? Why? I would never speak to you again. You're letting me get dragged for filth with something that you guys told me to do and you guys paid me. Like, you know, somebody paid me for this, right? Like, I didn't know that you didn't know. What's the harm in you telling people that I didn't know you didn't know that this was going to happen to you? That's all I would want. You don't need to pay me $1,000. You don't need to give me no money. You just need to tell these people that you knew that this was going to happen.
Intentions of doing anything else with me. I was a one-off for clout. And defame for SA. I'm down to write it out as long as he puts me in more stuff because I don't want to be known for that. Even my close friends are getting harassed. Like, can we do an apology video or something? Like something sincere, you know? Like, clearly he's not apologizing for anything that he did because he wants to act like he's an angel and he was violated and he did nothing wrong. So none of this is going to happen. But, you know, I was willing to do that. Like, let's sit down and do an apology video. Like, this was not really a good idea for a skit. Like, hello? He's not owning up to anything. He would rather me take the fall. So they just kept saying, oh, you'll be in more stuff. Just let it blow over, let it blow over. And I was going to, and I was doubling down in the comments and stuff and saying stuff, but no, I can't. Like, this is so serious, and I'm not going to be made as somebody that saying somebody. Like, I'm not like that. I didn't know that he was going to run with this narrative that he was violated. This is not fair to me. I don't feel safe. I just want all this to stop. I'm extremely sorry. I do not take any of this stuff lightly. I was just kind of like blindsided by the whole thing. And there's really no excuse other than like what happened is done and it happened.
That's right. That's it. That's it, honey. That's it. There's really no excuse. It's just, it was a bad look from the beginning. And now the bad look is just a big hairy monster now. It's a big hairy monster. It went from being a dirty sock to being a big hairy monster that's going to get you. Good luck to you, girl. I hope that you don't let them set you up for the okie doke anymore. You know, just because somebody makes you an offer doesn't mean you have to take it. And once you take it, you forfeit the right to call yourself a victim. I'm sorry. That's my 5 cents on it. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that the guys violated her, getting her to do this viral prank or this prank that went viral the wrong way? Do you think they set her up? Like, what do y'all think? Like, tell me in the chat. All right, so that's our first story. I mean, good grief, girl. Get it together. Get it together. Yeah, I think they kind of set her up too, Zyrax. I think they kind of set her up too. But you know, you're getting backlash. You shouldn't have said yes. It was just $300. Like, was the $300 worth it? I don't think the $300 is worth me grabbing your junk. You know, like and then getting dragged for filth for $300. Like, this cannot feel good for her soul. Like, all money is not good money. I just don't think so. I wouldn't feel good about this. I wouldn't feel good about this. She got to show us her text messages. She got to show us her cash apps. Like, it's like, I don't want to get in that kind of trouble. So that was that story. That was the internet drama, and, you know, partly bad decision. I'm going to be sure to leave the link to the article that we just read and covered in the description of this video at the end of the show, so that you guys can go back and give that content creator a like or a follow, or, well, not the content creator, because that was actually a news article, right? I'm not subscribed to this. This was Fashion Times UK. So I think she might be from the UK. Or rather, they were breaking this down in UK dollars because it is out of the UK. But this happened on Hollywood Boulevard here in the States. Sorry about that. Let me clear that up. Okay, but nonetheless, I will drop the link to that article in the description so that you guys can go back and read it for yourselves. Let's see what is going to be the next topic. So now we're going to talk about the lady that was trying to beat up her boyfriend back in 2023. Okay. So this is another news article. Well, actually, I'm going to start with the funny, the clip of the lawyer breaking down. It's a YouTube short, so it's not a very long video, but we're going to watch this video first, and then I'm going to read the article to you. Okay. I don't like when it flips me over to the other side, because it's like I need to see it on this side. Anyway, okay. So this is going to make y'all laugh. So hold on to your seats, okay? Listen to this. So as the lawyer's talking, you're going to be seeing the video that the husband took that ended up getting this woman in all this legal trouble, okay? If you don't know who we are about to talk about, let me give you a brief rundown of this lady, okay? She was on the Mormon show, right? She was on that Mormon show. Let's see, what was the name of the show? Oh, okay. So she was on the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. That's the name of the show, okay? And it was about relationship drama and swinging scandals and breakups and fights and reality. It was just a reality TV show, okay? And the lady was like one of the more popular ones, but she got in trouble because she did this, okay? So here we go. Watch this video.
Mortensen are in a brutal court battle. And in a massive update, Mortensen just got a temporary restraining order against her. But before people start taking his side over hers, a TRO is very, very easy to get. And it can even be done ex parte, meaning only one side shows up to court. It's basically the judge saying better safe than sorry. All they do is really need to read the allegations, and if they think it's strong enough, we'll just do it.
Okay, so do y'all see what's going on here? Do y'all see what's going on? Like, she looks inebriated. Like, maybe she drank too much or something is going on. But look, they're talking to the police. You see, they went from fighting each other. The police came. Now they're standing outside the house talking to the police. This is like body cam footage.
God forbid all the allegations are true. But very, very soon there'll be a real hearing where both sides of the facts are brought forward. Both sides are able to plead their case. And then that's when the actual determination is made. Taylor Frankie Paul and her ex Dakota Mortensen are in a brutal court battle. And in a massive update, Mortensen just got a temporary restraining order against her. But before people start taking his side over hers,
the dude got the temporary restraining order, because you see what she's doing here.
Very easy to get. And it can even be done ex parte.
Okay, so yeah, so that got her in trouble. She ended up losing custody of her kid. Or not losing custody of her kid. I'm sorry, I misspoke. She ended up losing the right to see her kid without supervision, as her and her husband were getting a divorce. He had physical sole custody of the kid, and she had visitation that had to be monitored. Okay. So now I'm going to share this screen that just kind of discusses like where she's at now, right? Because it's like she's in the news again, and like the ladies are always talking about like what the men do, what the men do, what the men do, but they never talk about when the ladies are doing things that are inappropriate, and they always act like they never have good examples. Well, this is an example of a lady that is out of control, putting her hands on people, being drunk around her kids, okay? This lady, or in this article from People, it says judge reveals outcome in Taylor Frankie Paul's 2023 domestic violence case with Dakota Mortensen 4 months after video leaked. So that was the video that leaked was a video that we just watched. Okay. It says during a court hearing on Friday, August 7th, a judge ruled that the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives star, 32, she's only 32 years old, had successfully finished her 3-year probation as part of a plea deal from her 2023 arrest. From that video I just showed y'all. As a result, the judge amended Paul's aggravated assault felony charge to a Class A misdemeanor. Paul's attorney, John Williams, attended the ruling on her behalf as the influencer was not present. So she wasn't at court, but she ended up, because she served her probation and didn't get into any trouble, the judge reduced the felony charge to a misdemeanor. And she wasn't even humble enough to show up. If I was this dude, I would be really afraid. Okay. I would be really afraid. I mean, because, okay. Paul was arrested in 2023 for an incident. The video that I just showed you, where she was throwing metal chairs at her ex-boyfriend, Dakota Mortensen, while her then 5-year-old daughter, Indy, was in the room. Paul pled guilty to obeyance to aggravated assault, which meant that if she complied with the conditions of the plea, the charge would be dismissed. The other charges, including domestic violence in the presence of the child, had already been dismissed with prejudice. So you see how these cases show you that even though these women are on their worst behavior, they only get punished a little bit, because most of the charges either get dismissed or thrown out, or they get reduced from felonies to misdemeanors, like we just saw earlier in the article. It says People has reached out to a rep for Paul over the last 6 months. Paul and Mortensen, who share a 2-year-old son, Ever, have been entangled in an ongoing legal battle stemming from a pair of domestic violence investigations opened by Utah police departments in February. So these two hate each other. They can't get over the fact that neither one of them want the other. And so now everything is a battle, and there's a child in the middle of it. Poor kid. Okay. Paul, this woman that you see here, Paul has accused Mortensen, the guy that was getting pommeled in the video that I opened up this segment with, in court. Paul has accused Mortensen, her ex, in court of stalking and on one occasion slamming her head into the dashboard of his truck. I wonder what she was doing in his truck. Okay. Mortensen has submitted photographs of physical injuries, including scratches that he allegedly received during altercations with Paul. Amid the ongoing investigation, Mortensen filed for a protective order against Paul in March, and she then filed a protective order of her own several weeks later. The orders were mutually granted for 3 years at a court appearance in April or on April 30th. So they are so childish. So you have a child together, he's 2 years old, and you two are sitting up here putting restraining orders against each other. This is silly. You guys need to work out your problems, be mature adults. Each of you take the accountability that belongs to you and move on and co-parent respectfully for your child. The pair have also fought in court for custody of Ever over the course of several hearings throughout the summer. At their latest hearing on July 8th, a judge expanded Paul's parent time to include alternating weekends through Monday morning and the same midweek day each week without overnights. Paul is also the subject of a petition by Utah's Division of Child and Family Services, which asked a juvenile court in July to find that the 3 children of the reality star, she also shares a daughter, Indy 8, and a son, Ocean 6, with her ex-husband, Tate Paul, are abused, neglected, or dependent. Order protective supervision and appoint a guardian ad litem to represent the children. So wait a minute. So wait a minute. So Utah's Division of Child and Family Services are alleging abuse, neglect, and that the children are dependent. So maybe that, I mean, they're 2, 6, and 8. I don't know. This is like very messy. Like, girl, I would just like take a beat. Stop taking these damn pictures. Sit your ass down. No more social media. No more reality TV. Like, your life is like spiraling out of control. Like, this is too much. Now you got the Utah Division of Child and Family Services coming at you. So this ain't even your ex-husband or your ex-boyfriend. Now this is the state of Utah Division of Child and Family Services. This is deep. This is disturbing. This would like hurt me immensely. This would be the only thing I would be able to focus on because I would be so afraid of losing my children. Oh my God. In an Instagram video, you see, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, in an Instagram video on July 18th, Taylor disputed many of the allegations in the petition, including that she made Indy change Ever's diapers or that she left a DFACS representative to lock up her house after an outburst. What? I don't claim to be this mother of the year, she said. I can confidently say if you were to put any of my children up on stand, they're choosing mom and mom's house every time. And I say that with full confidence because I love my children. They know that I love them. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay, girl. Okay. It's like, stay your ass off of social media. Didn't I just tell you not to Instagram anymore? Why do you care what people think? The only people that need to believe you are DFACS, the state of Utah Children and Family Protective Services, your exes, whose these children belong to, God, and your parents. Why do you care what the internet thinks? I would not care about I would not be getting pretty to get on camera to make any allegations or deny any allegations against me when it comes to my children. At this point, it has gone so far and this is so serious that this requires your full undivided attention, and social media should not be a part of it. You guys would not be seeing me. If someone is threatening to take my children, my house, my job, my livelihood, all of these things, like, no. I have to focus on priority numero uno, which is my family. Good Lord. And then for her to say, I don't claim to be the mother of the year. Sweetheart, we know you're not the mother of the year. You were throwing metal chairs around a little kid when you were fighting your ex-husband. Or your ex-boyfriend. I don't know. Okay, so after details of the filing were published by TMZ, a source connected to Paul told People juvenile court is private to protect the children's privacy, and the other side leaking this information does the exact opposite. It speaks to the motivations here. Someone is clearly acting in their own interest, not the children's. The source also claimed that the report leaves out DFAC's documented concerns about the other side, which are on record in district court with the law and with law enforcement, they added. The juvenile court will weigh all of that in full. So the person speaking on behalf of this woman up here is saying that DFACS also knows about the baby daddy, and they know about the allegations that she put against the baby daddy. Again, another example of this woman who's had 3 failed relationships. She's 32 and she doesn't seem to understand or believe that she's ever going to hit the wall, and that she can be childish and narcissistic and be self-grandizing for forever. And that just is not the case, sweetheart. You're going to end up learning the hard way. Okay. So pray for this lady, Taylor Frankie Paul. She is a hot mess, and we're just going to leave it at that. Hopefully, you know, she can pull her life together and keep it together and keep all of this drama off of social media, because I don't think it's worth it. The kids are young now, but they're going to grow up, and they're going to grow up to understand why mom is famous. And I would be so embarrassed and mortified if my son found out that the reason why I'm famous is because I was on some dumb shit. Like, period. I would be mortified of that. Okay. But yeah, that's my take on this lady here, Miss Taylor Frankie Paul, the Mormon wife. What's up, Uncle Ricky? It's good to see you. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Let me stop sharing this so I can play you the drop. It's good to see you. Happy Wednesday. And I'll be sure to leave the link to that article in the description so that you guys can go back and read it. This is for you, Uncle Ricky. Thank you so much for my super chat. Uncle Ricky super chat says, "Hey Red, tell your husband I said he got a keeper." Oh, thank you, Uncle Ricky. I will certainly show him this after the show. Thank you. You got to collect your points. Okay, collect your points as you go all day. No, I appreciate you, Uncle Ricky. Thank you very much for being here tonight. If you guys don't know, Uncle Ricky has a channel too. You guys should go and subscribe to him. And CEO has a channel. Who else? If you guys can, drop the links to your channel in my chat so that people can find you on the replay. Okay, I don't mind that at all. I don't mind that at all. Okay. But it's good to see everybody. I think I saw Team Fatty. Hi, Team Fatty. It's good to see you. And Fatty said, "What's up to Shiz?" Shiz, it's good to see you. What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Wednesday to y'all. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the most dreadfulest thing. What's up, CDT Beats? You see, I put you in my trailer of the video. I don't know if you saw it, but yeah, thank you for your music. I'm doing some things. I'm working on some things, CDT Beats, but it's good to see you. Happy Wednesday, sir. Okay, so the last video is, it's messed up. It's like, how could we do this? How the F could we do this? Okay. So we talked about this Frankie Taylor lady. She was a hot mess full of fighting, divorce, cheating, swinging. Her and her husband or boyfriend were swinging allegedly. I don't know. That was what was going on the show. But it seems like, she's just addicted to drama and attention seeking. So she should chill and move on and worry and focus on her children. Okay. So now we're going to talk about what Fatty would call the main event. Okay. And the main event tonight is Massachusetts and the abortion after 24 weeks. Okay. Yes. After 24 weeks. Okay. So before we get into this website here that's going to break it all down for us, I want to just give y'all my notes. Okay. All right. So Massachusetts already allowed baby deletions at or after 24 weeks under specific circumstances. Okay, so this was already on the books, right? But this new governor, Healy, has now signed legislation changing that framework and allowing physicians to rely more broadly on professional medical judgment when determining whether deletion care is appropriate. Okay. And that distinction matters because it's putting the power out of the state's hand and in the hand of the actual physician. Okay. So like, what if you want to keep your baby, but the physician says that they want to delete it? That's why earlier when Omni Designs dropped that super chat that said that this is demonic, I tend to agree with him, because if the physician is saying that, you're at 9 months and I feel like you need to delete this baby, and you're like, no, I'm going to be a good mother. I want to keep my mother. I want to keep my baby. Can they still suggest that you delete it? Because it's saying right here that the framework and it relies on physicians' professional medical judgment. So that could be for you being a mother or against you being a mother. Like, I don't think people really freaking read what the hell is going on, which is really scary because it's really all there in the fine print if you just slow down and pay attention. Okay, so people are going to say when you hear this topic, right, that, well, you heard Sandra say it earlier in the chat. She said, deleting a baby that could live outside the womb on its own should be considered murder. And I agree with that. Okay. To me, there should be a limit. I understand, or if you're dying, if the baby is killing you, if for some weird reason, I don't know, you're growing a zombie inside of your belly, and if, or whatever kind of medical thing going on that would make it be a risk for you to bring the baby to term, that would be the only instance where I would agree with doing that. If you want to say, well, the young lady was raped, then I understand with her getting deleting the fetus before 24 weeks. But I don't think it's 10 months of pregnancy. Are we really saying that after 6 months we're cool with deleting babies? I don't know. I don't know. That is just, it's kind of like, I don't know. It to me, is maybe at 6 weeks, you don't know. Maybe at 12 weeks, you still don't know. I'm thinking around 20 weeks, 24 weeks, you're starting to understand. Maybe if you're not a young girl, but maybe if you're a woman, you're understanding that I've missed some periods. You know, it's been 3 months and I haven't had a period. Or maybe you don't have periods, but your body is changing. I mean, when you're pregnant, your body changes whether you're recognizing it or not. I don't know. I just I don't know. What you guys help me and on if you're in the chat, tell me, what do you think is the appropriate amount of weeks if it was a dire need for the procedure to be done? Where is your line? That's what I want to know. Where is your line? Yeah, so this is weird. I want to, so I gave you guys the background on it, and now I'm going to show you this article. This is coming from Governor Haley's website. Yeah, I'm on these websites all day. I haven't seen her website, so this is kind of new to me. I haven't been to this website, but we're going to read it together. And I'm going to put myself over here. Okay, so it says, Governor Healey signs legislation strengthening abortion protections in Massachusetts. Okay, so at the beginning, you're like, okay, I mean, you think this could be good, you know. New law ensures patients facing serious pregnancy complications can receive medically appropriate care from trusted providers in Massachusetts. Okay, if you're framing it that way and it stays that way, then good, okay? Governor Mara Healey today signed legislation strengthening abortion protections in Massachusetts, ensuring that patients experiencing serious pregnancy complications can receive medically appropriate care from their medical providers they know and trust here in Massachusetts. Today's action comes as reproductive rights continue to face unprecedented attacks across the country following the U.S. Supreme Court's decision overturning Roe v. Wade. While President Trump and state legislators continue to push abortion bans, Massachusetts has strengthened protections for patients and providers and expanded access to reproductive health care. This legislation builds on those efforts by ensuring patients can continue to receive compassionate, medically appropriate care in Massachusetts during some of the most difficult moments of their lives. Okay. So it's saying medical complications, right? So when I think of that, does a medical complication include mental health? Can you say I'm depressed at 40 weeks and say I want to delete? I don't know. I've heard groundbreaking stories from women and families who were preparing to welcome a healthy baby into their lives, only to receive devastating news later in their pregnancy. Instead of being able to rely on the doctors they knew and trusted at home, they were forced to travel hundreds of miles away to pay out of their pockets while navigating unimaginable grief, said Governor Haley. So apparently these stories are of women who have had to drive to other states to get deletions done when they've had complications later on in pregnancy. Okay. She says that should never happen in Massachusetts. This law continues our efforts to have the strongest abortion protections in the country because in Massachusetts, we believe healthcare decisions should be made between women and their doctors. Families facing devastating pregnancy complications deserve compassionate support and the ability to trust, said Lieutenant Governor Kim Driscoll. I know of that lady. This law ensures more patients can get medically appropriate care close to home while giving physicians the clarity they need to make the best decisions for their patients. Do you guys agree with that? Do you, I mean, how do we feel about it? It's another step forward in ensuring Massachusetts remains a place where patients can access the high quality reproductive health care they deserve. Okay. So, this is a pretty long article. I wanted to let y'all see. This is the picture. Do y'all see it? Can y'all see the picture? Like, I wish I could make it a little bigger. Can I make it bigger? Oh, what does it look like to y'all now? Oh, I can't, but yeah. When I saw this today, I was just like, oh, okay. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't be able, if you're in danger of dying and you are pregnant, a doctor would not save your life if it was to harm the baby in Massachusetts. Like, isn't it sort of like baked in, or do I have that wrong? That's probably something I need to ask an attorney about, but I would think that they would protect you before they would protect the baby, but I guess not. Hi, Frederick. It's good to see you. Thank you for my jewels, sir. It's so good to see you. Hearts to you, sir. Hearts to you. Thank you for my jewels. And again, thank you for my jewels so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. But you would think that they would save you, but maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. And I have it wrong. I mean, you know, I say this a lot on other channels. I've said this before, but women have never needed permission to do ABs. You know, they're pretty resourceful when it comes to this kind of thing. But I would imagine that if you're very late in a pregnancy and something bad is happening, that you would feel, horrible at doing it. But you would understand that, if this baby has such a grave complication that their life isn't going to be fulfilling, I could see the desperation and wanting to delete and thinking that would be better. But it would still be a very hard choice for me. So my heart goes out to ladies that are that far along that have to make those kinds of decisions. I'm sure that is horrible, just as it is horrible to bring a baby, through birth for it to be stillborn. Can't imagine that kind of pain either. But because this is so controversial, and just like in that not Batman, but in that Spider-Man segment that we did earlier, because it is so controversial to grab a man out in public like that, because it is so controversial to say that it's okay to delete a baby while you're pregnant past 24 weeks. I feel like both of these things are very close to the gun line. You know what I'm saying? Like in life, you getting too close to the gun line. Yeah, when you do things like grab men's private parts for content, or take pictures for the governor's website that is going to be, talked about and dissected all over the podcasts, I would be hesitant to take a picture like this with my face in it, and my lab coat or my medical jacket on, because you just don't know when things like this are going to come back to bite you. Yeah, that's what I thought too, Zyrax. So that's why I'm just like, why would you need a rule to say that you could do that? Why would you need a rule to say if there are complications you could delete? Maybe if the complications are just with the baby and not the mother, possibly. I don't know. I'm sure this will get more buzz as this moves through the Senate, the House, and all of that. Winston, no. I said no. Go. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do this. Go. Sorry, guys. He's being very bad lately. I have to be stern with him because he's running over me. Anyway, so yeah, I just wouldn't want to take this picture. I wouldn't want to be in this picture. I would probably be going to the bathroom at this time. If you work in corporate America, you know that when it is time to take pictures like this, they make an announcement. You just, all of a sudden, you got to go to the bathroom. Okay. You got to go to the bathroom. You just had an emergency phone call you have to take. You have to do whatever you need to do to not have to get into that picture. Okay. As a professional that works in now public health and a little bit in politics, these pictures definitely come back to bite you. So be careful. Okay. Be careful. It's not just about the Brittany Renner kind of pictures. It could be pictures like this that could come back and bite you in the butt. Okay. So that's all about Governor Healy. I just wanted to tell y'all that I feel like anything past 24 weeks is just super crazy. But yeah, that's my show today. I wrapped up a little early. I'm tired, y'all. I'm going to take the hottest bath tonight. I have been streaming every day. Okay. Like my life depended on it, trying to get my numbers right. Like what happened? The summertime messed me up. Okay. But okay, let's see. Questions. So I'm going to ask y'all questions. No, it's okay. No shade to Winston. Hey, Zyrax, I grew up with a cat. I love cats too. Actually, my husband wants a cat. And I'm so excited because I'm like, okay, if I can't get a dog, at least I can get a cat. but yeah, I like cats too, Zyrax. And I know, like, listen, dogs and cats are completely different. So I get why some people are cat people and some people are dog people. I'm both. I like them both. For different reasons. Thank you so much, Shizby Yappin, for the gifted Smell the Roses membership. If you received a membership from Shizby Yappin, please tell him thank you. Oh, you got a cat, Shiz? And Shiz is a cat lover. If you're a cat lover, follow Shiz. He is also a content creator on YouTube. Uh-oh, and here comes Cat Daddy. Cat Daddy says, cats do rule. They give you your space and come around when they see you when they see you going through it. They give you your space and they come around when they see you going through it. Yeah, I agree with that. My cat Smokey would come out at the right time, and it was always when I needed her. But until that I needed her, I didn't know where she was. Okay. It's good to see you, Cat Daddy. Thanks for being here tonight. If you haven't, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm on my way to 4K. Okay, I'm on my way to 4K. I don't know where I'm at now, but I know that before I started the show tonight, I was freaking 90 subscribers away from for 4K. Okay, and y'all can help me get there. Let me put this up here. I'm going to make sure to link all of the articles that I discussed tonight in the description box so that you guys can go back and share these articles with your family members if they don't believe you and they say, you don't know what you're talking about. Women can't do that. You just send them the article and tell them, read that. This is on the governor's website. Okay. This is not a joke. This is not a simulation. This is real. Okay. So yeah. All right. Now, let's see. This is a question I want y'all to answer for me, if you don't mind. Maybe whoever feels like typing in the chat. Who should have the final say after 24 weeks? Okay. Should the woman have more say? Should the physician have more say? Should the government have more say? Or should it be a mixture of the woman and the physician? That's my question to the chat. So A, if you think the woman should be able to choose. B, if the physician should choose. C, if the government should choose. Or D, if the woman and the physician. Nino, that is not what I asked you. Nino go put God. What is wrong with you, boy? Thank you, CEO. The woman, look at you. You got your cape on tonight. You got your cape on tonight, CEO. No, I agree. I agree. The woman should decide. The woman and the doctor. You know, I feel like the doctor should have some of what the doctor should say should be considered, you know. Cat Daddy says B, he says the physician. Okay, so you think the physician should be able to decide. Okay, so like the mother shouldn't just be able to willy-nilly decide. There should be something wrong with the baby. The mother makes a decision, but the physician you think should have the final say. Got it. Shiz says, in school, I chose E, all of the above. No. Thank you, Lady Zyrax. Okay, she says the mama first, then the doctor. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that too. And Cases says, in a way, Nino, right. No, I feel you on that. I feel you on that, Cases and Cans. But if the doctors can predict that there's a 90% probability that something is going to go wrong if you give birth to the baby, I feel like that's a good enough percentage to listen and make the decision to delete. But y'all are hardcore. Y'all are hardcore. Thank you, SquareBiz 5838. SquareBiz says mutual amongst all parties involved. Oh, that's a good one. So the mother, the father, and the doctor, or the mother and the father. I think that's good too. Yeah, definitely. If that is on the table, you should definitely be checking with your significant other if that's the route that y'all should be taking, right? Because maybe he feels like it is a obstacle that you all can overcome if the health risk to yourself as the mother isn't so great. So I like that, SquareBiz. Thank you for contributing to the chat, to the conversation tonight, and for my super chat. I have a drop for you, SquareBiz. Here it goes. Thank you. That's me jumping on y'all when y'all give me money to give you a hug and say thank you. And I am Universe 7105 says A, the mother, the woman. Okay. Look at y'all. I thought y'all would be bored to tears with me reading all these articles, but we can't always just talk about trash ass content. Like sometimes some of this stuff has to be educational so that when we go on these panels and we're fighting for our lives and we're windmilling in the comments, like we actually know something. You know what I mean? Like that we've been through some kind of training through the week that has prepared us for the panel. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Thank you, Square Biz. Let me play this for you again. And Fatty has become a member. Thank you for becoming a member, Mamba. I appreciate you so much. Mamba is in the building. Okay, it's so good to see you. Yeah. So, like, what do y'all think? Who was the most wiltiest flower tonight? I want y'all, out of all three scenarios that we covered, right? Before we get out of here, did we learn something? Who was the wiltiest? Okay. We started with that Austin McBroom, right? The Spider-Man, right? And his encounter with that girl that grabbed his junk. That could have been manufactured, right? Like, we're on the fence there. We don't know. Did he really get essayed, or did he set that moment up to be a skit, and did that skit go wrong and now he doesn't want to cop to it? You know, that could be it. So it was the Austin McBroom. Then we talked about the Mormon wife, right? The one that can't keep her hands to herself, the one that just was on probation for the past 3 years, okay, and is just getting off, and is just being able to see her kid without court supervision. Miss Taylor Frankie Paul took us into the uncomfortable business of turning a family dysfunction into some kind of freaking entertainment. And we said, we're tired of you broads putting your family business on the internet for entertainment. Okay, we said that yesterday. We don't want it. We don't want to see it. Okay, we'll watch it and we'll talk about it, but it ain't cool. Okay. And then finally, we had Massachusetts. They made us question whether, baby deletions should be allowed past 24 weeks. Okay. So out of all of that mess, who or what was the hardest thorn tonight? The hardest thorn. I like that. Who was it? Spider-Man? Was it the Mormon wife, or was it Massachusetts allowing baby deletions after 24 weeks? Okay. In my opinion, I think the wiltiest rose is the Massachusetts legislation. If the governor is signing that into law, I think it's wrong, because I feel like the mother's life should come first, right? And if there's some health complications going on with the mother, and having the baby would directly cause her own death, I don't think it's right to say that she has to bring the baby to term and risk killing herself. So I feel like a law like this wouldn't even need to be signed into order if we respected the mother's right to live before the babies. So I don't know. I'm going to do more research on this and figure out like how other states do this and what are the weeks between Massachusetts and Georgia. First, I'll compare Georgia to Massachusetts, and then we'll probably talk about this again, because just because she signed it into law doesn't mean that it's actually going to take effect. So, So yeah, I wanted to know, what do y'all think of that? You guys are distracting me. Thank you so much, CDT Beats, for the jewels. High five to you, sir. High five to you. I hope you're being safe on the road. It's been wet out here. It's been raining every day. Okay. It's been raining every day. But anyway, yeah, I need to We got Red coming up next. I'm going to redirect everybody over to Red Lipstick Vibes once we wrap up here tonight. I think she goes live at 8:15. So I want to go over all of the contributions that I got from everyone. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me tonight. Thank you to CDT Beats. Thank you to Fatty for becoming a member of my channel. If you haven't become a member, please join Smell the Roses and contribute directly to me. It's like a little Netflix subscription, but it's to Smell the Roses. It's your subscription to me. So subscribe to the channel and join the Smell the Roses membership. Thank you to Square Biz, one of my A1s from day one. Thank you for your super chats tonight. I appreciate you very much. To Shiz B Yappin, I appreciate you, Shiz, for the membership. And I hope that whoever you gave that membership said thank you to you. Frederick Howard, what's up? Always in the building, representing, supporting. I love you. Thank you. I appreciate you and sending me those jewels. Again, to Shiz for the super chat. To Shiz. We really ran down on Rose live. What's up, y'all? I think I missed this, Shiz. Thank you for my super chat. Let me play this for you, Shiz. I appreciate y'all running me down. I appreciate that so much. I really felt special tonight. Fatty, Zyrax, Shiz, CEO, Frederick, Square Biz, just everyone. I think I might have, there's a lot. I appreciate the whole gang, everybody. Brother Noobsy, Lady Zyrax, Uncle Ricky. Thank you so much. Lee Turner. Another A1 from day one. Thank you, Lee Turner, for my jewels. Thank you, Omni Designs, for dropping $20 in the garden tonight. I appreciate you also. And of course, last but not least, my brother, CEO. I appreciate you for rocking with me as always. Thanks for keeping me on my toes. And thank you, Nino, for the words of encouragement. Nino says, great job, Roses. Thank you, Nino. I'm trying to be like you, okay? I'm trying to be like you, calm, cool, and collected. Got the Barry White voice. Maybe not the Barry White voice. Maybe, I don't know, Eartha Kitt. Maybe I could get an Eartha Kitt voice. Thank you, Brother Noobsy, for the sparkles. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all very much. Hey, Lee Delivery. It's good to see you. And Frederick Howard. All that for a $2,500 Chanel bag. No, guys. No. I have to correct y'all. On this, okay? Because I want y'all to know if a Chanel bag was $2,800, more girls would have them, okay? No. Chanel bags, you cannot get a Chanel bag for anything less than $4,999. Okay. So your Chanel bags are going 4, 5, 6. The one I want is $10,000. Chanel's prices went up like 75% during the pandemic, and they have not gone down. Chanel is literally trying to like price out the ratchets. Okay. So if somebody is going to buy you a Chanel bag, it's between $5,000 and $10,000. So it's like if someone is spending $5,000 on a Chanel bag for you, why wouldn't you just ask them to get you like $1,000 wig? But who am I? I mean, you should have, if he's giving you 10,000, 5,000 on the Chanel bag, you should have some extra money to get a good wig to match it. I would want to match it. Like if I'm wearing Chanel, I want other things that I'm wearing to also reflect that I can buy myself Chanel. So that's why I made that comment. And I appreciate y'all riding with me and encouraging me throughout that little heated debate. But y'all got to get it right. A YSL bag is $2,500. A Capuchin Louis Vuitton bag might be between $2,500 and $2,700. Okay. But a Chanel bag is between $5,000 and $10,000. Okay. So she had a good fish on the line. She messed it up. But anyway, I love y'all. So let me say this in closing. Here's what I love about conversations that we had tonight. You don't have to agree with me, and you don't have to agree with the people in the comment, okay? You don't even have to agree with the person you were 45 minutes ago. We're all allowed to change, and that's cool, okay? But when you're out here making arguments, defending people, and acting crazy on panels because somebody is going to challenge you, and somebody is going to give you information that makes you reconsider things. And that's okay. Like there's been plenty of times where I've been thinking about things one way, and then somebody has to set me straight and let me know that my train of thought isn't safe or even reasonable or rational. Okay. And that's what these conversations are supposed to do, you know? So I just want y'all to subscribe to Smell the Roses. Like this video before you leave. Join the membership. I hope Red is live. Is Red live yet, y'all? I don't want to send y'all over there. I don't want to end my show if she's, I want to make sure. I can't see. Okay, I think she's going to be getting started at 8:15. I think we're at 8:15. I think we'll be all right. I don't know. I don't know how to do this redirect thing. I'm trying to become a better YouTuber. Y'all hang in there with me, okay? But I love y'all. I'm going to go fix myself some dinner, take a hot bath, and listen to some Red Lipstick Vibes when she comes on tonight. I hope that you all can go and give her channel a subscribe to her channel. I'm going to drop a link to her channel in the chat for you all watching, catching the replay. I believe it will still redirect you at the end, but if not, I've dropped her link to her channel in the chat. Subscribe to her, okay? She's deep. You will love her content. It's always thought-provoking. You always learn something. You walk away smarter. Okay, you're going to start off being one way, and then by the time you hang up or you get off the phone from watching her or your tablet or your TV, you're going to be like, you know what? She made some sense. Let me check myself before I wreck myself. Okay, that's the kind of content that Red puts out. Okay, but I love all of you all with the love of God. I will see you all on Friday. I'll be on with the Untouchables with Fatty and Ali for the super panel. I don't know who is going to join. I never know who is going to join until that thumbnail comes out. Okay, and when that thumbnail comes out, you'll know, and then I'll know. Okay, but either way, you know it's going to be entertaining. You know they're going to keep the crowd laughing. So I hope that you all will join me on Friday at 5 p.m. back on Smell the Roses for the Untouchable panel with Fatty and Ali. Okay? That concludes tonight's show, my love bunnies. I will see you on Friday. Bye-bye.